Hey everybody, what's up? Mark here with an intro for you. This week's episode is going to be a bonus episode pulled from our Patreon feed. We're actually right in the middle of recording a two-parter, and unfortunately, between part 1 and part 2, Rob had to get his wisdom teeth taken out, so he currently has 57 stitches in his mouth, but fear not, he is on the mend, he is feeling better. It's just not really a good time for him to talk and be being our glorious narrator. So yeah, this week is a Patreon bonus episode. Next week is going to be part 1 of a two-part episode. So yeah, we figured this way we're not going to be skipping a week and leaving you guys hanging. And also too, if you're not signed up for our Patreon and you might be interested in it, this episode serves as a little bit of a teaser for you. So those of you that do support the Patreon, thank you all so very much. We appreciate it greatly. And if you're interested in checking out our Patreon, it is patreon.com/Kryptonaut-podcast. $1 gets you a shout out, $5 gets you a shout out, and some bonus audio. And this episode is one of those bonus audios. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. And again, next week we'll be back with a part 1 of an alien abduction story that's kind of fun. So there you have it. Without further ado, Christopher Q. That creepy music. Podcast Patreon.
Holy crap.
The special privileged edition.
I am Mark Storrs, and with me as always is
Biggs
and
Smalls.
Oh, Biggs and Smalls. Thank you for joining us for this very special episode.
Wow.
The good folks out there are paying for this, and this week we're going Kryptonaut Podcast After Dark.
Oh my God.
We're talking the wonderful world of Iceland elf sex.
Actually, we're talking the wonderful world of Icelandic elf sex.
Oh, I'm sorry. The wonderful world of Icelandic elf sex. We're going to leave that little slip in there because that's what we do on Patreon.
It's raw. Uncensored.
Unedited. That's how it's going to go?
As opposed to our deeply fucking
just
sanitized normal pod.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Our shit normal pod.
Your shit fucking garbage pod that the plebes get for free.
This week we're going to fucking Iceland.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
It's an inside joke you'll never hear.
That's great. All right, let's get started with, although she's allegedly been threatened by her fellow countrymen for divulging what some consider to be not only a sensitive but also sacred national secret, an Icelandic mom has come forward to reveal that citizens of Europe's most sparsely populated country have for centuries been engaging in carnal relations with pocket-sized, non-human entities, and that the sex is fucking awesome.
Pocket-sized?
We're really going to talk about elf sex?
We're going to talk about elf sex.
All right.
Hot, wet, sticky,
Pocket-sized.
probably really chilly because it's Iceland elf sex.
All right. I mean, we did say this was after dark, so I mean, here we go.
No, it's the after darkest. It's Skinamax time.
Skinamax with Mark, Chris, and Rob.
Wow.
Weird.
That is the unwantable.
Nobody
wants
Yeah,
that.
that's just gross.
That is the unboner.
That's grubby to the max.
All right. Well, Rob, let's
First
just
off,
do it.
as in the Dragon episode, I got to give Richard Freeman mad credit for.
Richard Freeman, what up?
He turned me on to this case and
Turned you on?
Well, literally,
He turned you on to this?
figuratively,
All right.
subjectively,
Yeah.
contextually, and otherwise.
All right.
So, thank you, Richard, and let's start with some elf sex.
Okay, let's do it.
Sex.
Elves.
With elves.
Well,
Iceland.
Here's the thing. I
See
didn't
you next
realize.
week.
I know. I see what you did
literally
there.
did that,
Yeah.
but I didn't mean to.
Yeah, and this is not getting edited, so there you go.
Wow.
I see what you did.
This really is me fucking up.
All right, come on there, enigmatic entity. Let's bring this home.
No, I'm not. I'm not until you promise to edit it.
No, there's no
I'm just
editing.
fucking with it. All right, let's start with a magnificent, headline that appeared in UK's The Sun newspaper on December 7th, 2018, in an article by Anna Roberts, which read, "Mum claims she has sex with elves and they know exactly what she wants." This was followed by an even more edifying subhead that declaimed, A woman has confessed she has sex with elves, revealing they have glittery sperm and are very flexible. The two most essential things in being a good lover.
Glittery sperm.
Glittery sperm and flexibility.
What's in your sperm that's glittery?
I'm not an elf.
Glitter.
Nothing in my sperm is glittery.
Elf gonorrhea?
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow,
exactly.
you're going dark.
Elf STDs. Because
Wow.
STDs are fucking, it's a danger.
Wow.
Yeah. 2019, dude. Measles are back.
So
get rid of it.
So did goblin syphilis somehow infiltrate the elven realm, and that's
Dude,
what's happening? So
dude,
what looks like
this
beautiful
is why
sparkles?
vaccines are important. Glittery elf cum.
So for you, it's not like AC
Wait a
Moore
minute.
meets fucking
Wait
wonderful
a
hobgoblin
minute.
sex.
I was waiting for someone to call me out on it. No one
I know.
did.
I'm like,
Thank
maybe
you,
that's
Chris.
an evolution,
Okay, maybe
not
it
a
is.
disease.
Okay, maybe, or it could
Fuck.
be gonorrhea.
You're
It
gonorrhea.
really could be.
Whoa,
Wow.
hey.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mark is the
No
embodiment
rules.
of
No
gonorrhea.
rules. I know.
No rules. No rules.
Oh shit.
All right, let's
All right.
continue.
The word elfar or elf first appeared in Icelandic literature around 1000 AD. And according to National Geographic, up to 54% of Icelanders still believe in the corporeal existence of the Huldufolk, or hidden people. Huldufolk. Which includes dwarves, fairies, and spry, enchanting humanoid entities better known as elves.
Okay.
Unlike goblins, dwarves, ogres, and or trolls, elves are human-shaped beings that can range in height between mere inches to nearly 3 feet tall and are said to be the bearers of a beauty that borders on the supernatural. Like, just stupid, hot, Aragorn, what's his name? Help me out.
Legolas?
Legolas?
Who am I? I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
I don't know your
Aragorn
goddamn.
is-
I don't know your elves, even though you're one elf.
I don't know your goddamn hot elves.
All right, but okay, so they're supposed to be like very beautiful creatures or whatever, but they max
Twilight
out at 3
vamps?
feet.
They max at 3 feet.
Okay,
Well,
yeah,
a few
it's
inches to a
okay,
few feet.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
Which is that's a
you could
The
be
Shaquille, okay, so
super
the
tiny.
Shaquille O'Neal of these folk are 3 feet tall.
Well, no, the
Maybe
Shaquille
not.
O'Neal is probably like 3'8".
Okay, fine.
Like he's got that full 3 extra inches on the
All right.
standard high.
All right, so they're beautiful, but they are diminutive people.
Yes.
Okay.
Generally unconcerned with the affairs of mankind, these creatures have been known to be exceedingly vindictive towards anyone who tries to steal, wreck, or in any way exploit their ancestral lands, a fact of which local humans are well aware.
We've had plenty of stories of the
That's deja
Icelandic
vu.
elves like fucking up like construction sites and shit. Sort of
Oh,
like
yeah.
like the mermaids from the
Zimbabwe.
the Zimbabwe mermaids. Yeah,
Ruined the waterworks project there. As recently as 2013, plans to build a road through a lava field near the capital of Reykjavik met with loads of protesters because the proposed route would have gone directly through a known elven hotspot.
This is the story that we talked about in a previous podcast that we used to do, but this is the original story.
Absolutely.
Yes.
One protester, oh God, I love Icelandic names. I say with all
Man,
sarcasm.
this sounds so
intent.
fucking metal.
Reginhildur Jónsdóttir
On guitar.
claimed that she was concerned that the road would upset an elf colony, stating, "This elf church is connected by light energy to other churches, other places. So if one of them is destroyed, it's, well, it's not a good thing." Facts.
I mean, she's not
Wow.
wrong.
I mean, she might be wrong.
Light churches?
In
Listen.
fact, everything she said sounds like a pile of glittering sperm bullshit.
Why
but
are you denying the Hilderfuk?
I'm not denying the Hudafuk. What I'm denying is
Wow. All right.
light
Fucking-
churches, their interconnectivity, and this one chick's fucking connection and knowledge of them.
Fucking Icelandic Rob over here. Jesus.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, that was more Swedish chef.
Yeah,
but
no, totally.
was, yeah.
That's the Swedish chef. No, that's totally
Yeah, it
fucking
was,
a Muppet
yeah.
Swede. It is not Icelandic at all. All right. But while the respect Icelanders have for wee folk has been well documented, what is less well known is their apparent penchant for joyfully communing with these beings in connubial congress that would make their local clergymen blush, then go running for a cross.
Now, by connubial congress, you're talking about
Sweet sex, humping, sweaty, hot, wet, Jiminy Jam.
I was just gonna say fucking, but okay, cool.
Yeah, that too.
Okay, sweet.
Connubial bliss.
All right, yeah, cool. They're doing it.
Yeah.
They're getting it on.
Artist, self-proclaimed elf sexpert, and mother of one, Helgur Hallgrímsdóttir.
Nice.
Bless you, Iceland.
Yeah.
I like how she's a sex expert, a mother, and a mother of
And a mother
one.
of one.
Yeah.
No, it's important. Yeah, you know, I write books. I know about fucking elves. I'm a proud mother
I'm
of
a
one.
mom. Listen, I got
Yeah.
I got a child. They are beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm also a sex expert.
For the record, not half elven.
No.
She banged a human. She slumped a little.
Yeah, apparently.
She went all
Jeez.
Homo sapien for a minute
Well,
there.
maybe she doesn't. Maybe, who knows?
Who knows? Okay. She claims that fellow Icelanders have been crossing the species line and committing salaciously sinful deeds with these creatures for centuries. It's a revelation that some have labeled an act of smutty treason.
Smutty treason.
Oh, that's the best
Smutty-
kind of
that's the-
treason.
I know, it's the that's the some Benedict Arnold fucking
You've
betraying
been-
your country.
Yeah, you've
It sounds
been
like a porn.
convicted
Oh,
of
yeah.
like an
It's smutty
80s porn
treason.
where they're in Russia and it's
Yeah.
like smutty treason.
I can already see the gold film on the tape.
Oh,
the label,
absolutely.
the old gold labels.
Well, with that hint of fucking elfin glitter jizz.
Yeah, you can't forget that.
Yeah, you can't have that at all. All right, so, but Helgrauer has gone even further and penned a book titled Please Yourself with the last three letters, ELF, capitalized. So, please your elf.
I get it.
Understand
get
how it works.
yeah.
In which she recounts her scandalous exploits with multiple members of a pint-sized non-human genus and boasts about the loads of orgasms that she has enjoyed while making love with elves.
Loads.
If you
Loads, piles, metric tons of gasms.
loads.
If you think about this for a second, okay, she's a sex expert and proud mother of one.
Sure.
At some point, your kid's gonna read this book and be like, "What is my mom doing? She's just fucking elves left and right."
Listen, everyone has reasons to be ashamed of their
guess
parents as much
so.
as they love them. This girl's just going to be uniquely privileged in that aspect.
Yeah. Oh, your mom fucks elves. And be like, yeah, she
So's
does.
your
So
dad,
what?
but my mom writes books about it.
Yeah, so's your dad.
She's
Your
a
dad is
proud
too.
elf fucker. Your dad hides in the shed with shame.
I think she just paints elves on her dildos.
Oh,
All right.
I really
sense.
feel like that's
Let's
what's
not
happening.
get ahead of ourselves here.
oh my
No,
God.
game over, man.
Oh man.
According to Helgrauer, her first sexual encounter with an elf occurred without warning, as they
What?
always do, just spontaneously.
Where's the consent?
Yeah, well,
Where's the hey, I want to bang? Or hey, would you be interested in it? Or hey, let's just do this.
or how
Is it all-
about let's have a drink? Oh wait, you also like the Phillies? Let's fucking talk.
the Phillies?
I'm just picking a random thing.
The
two people could want.
Reykjavik,
The Reykjavik
Flyers.
The
Phillies?
Reykjavik Phillies, yes.
The Reykjavik Islanders.
I have
there you
no
go.
idea. Do they even play sport? Curling. Do you enjoy the curling club of locality?
There's plenty of things in Iceland that you could enjoy as a way to get yourself
Do you like
to
the
fuck
fucking
somebody.
thermal vents?
Yeah, dude, everyone likes
Yeah.
that.
All right, are we all happy now?
The
Yeah.
volcanic
I'm
activity.
sorry, my
Exactly.
example was so fucking
Seriously.
horrible and only applied to Pennsylvania residents.
Yeah, I don't know
so
why.
sorry. Fine. All right. So, this occurred without warning some years ago, and this is what she said. I was wandering around Icelandic nature. I've never said that. I was wandering around
New York nature?
American
Yeah.
nature.
That's true.
I never said
The
that.
American woods.
Yep, deep in it.
He just came to me and whispered things into my ear. You know, dirty talk.
See,
That's how it.
you
always
got
starts.
you got to measure the consent there. You got to really be like, is this what I want to do?
No, well,
I
maybe
mean, she
if
did
this
it, so she
happened,
did.
If this happened some years ago, who knows how many some years ago? Maybe it was at a time when dirty talk could lead to consensual sex, and it was acceptable when dirty talk didn't lead to instant litigation, public shaming, and then sex.
Okay, all right.
Is that how it works now? No,
I think so.
I think maybe the
don't
sex
know.
part isn't there anymore.
There's a hashtag somewhere. I
Yeah.
don't follow these things. I don't
I'm just
know.
saying, I know that there's inappropriate things I wouldn't do, but I'm not a fucking sweet, fucking glittery spermed elf.
I mean, if you're an alpha, is that what you do? You just like see a girl and you're just like, oh yeah, here we go.
but you know, they're strutting.
I'm gonna suck on
Yeah,
the
no,
fucking
they're
toes.
fucking
Like, what are you gonna
supernaturally
do?
Yeah,
beautiful.
pretty much.
All right.
When you're that fucking stupid hot.
I mean, you're 3 feet tall.
How is he
Yeah.
whispering in her ear if he's
Yeah,
3 feet
seriously,
tall?
he's gonna be.
I was
he's gonna
thinking-
be
I- honestly, I was
whispering
thinking
into
about
her
this.
Will he
bush,
swing on a
like-
fucking vine like Tarzan? And
Yeah,
be like,
seriously.
That's one of the things I was thinking.
I mean, he's a crotch height. Think about it, 3 feet tall. He's about crotch height. Well, maybe
Yeah.
belly button depending
She
on how
could have been
tall
sitting
she
down.
Okay.
He could have been on a rocky glade or the aforementioned Tarzan stylings.
is. He could have had a hang glider and he was just going around.
so it's just
going
it's a
around her.
loud whisper from far
Yeah,
away.
it's like,
Yeah, could've-
I want to bang you.
He's-
I want to
yeah,
bang you.
He's catcalling, really, is what it is.
He's
It could've been-
catcalling her. Yeah.
street corner, old school cat calling,
Hey,
like
you over
like
there.
construction workers
Yeah,
in the
exactly,
Bronx,
yeah.
like nightmare.
Hey, Ilga Dilga. What's her name?
Yeah, no.
Fucking Ilger Dilger. Hey, fucking Ilger Dilger.
Helligeror Halsgrundoter.
How do you
How
start
good
that with a
they
cat
are.
call?
Yeah.
You can't.
No, you can't.
Nice
you can't be
legs.
dirty after that. I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, and like,
Why does he have that accent?
like the way you walk there, honey. Hey,
You pale to perfection, Iceland. Hey.
hey, nature. Hey, you know what I mean? Look what I got for you.
Wow. Here's some Icelandic nature
He's
right
Andrew Dice
here.
Clay now.
He's, yeah, I go right into Dice Clay every time. Every time.
All right. Oh, shit. Okay. This initial unexpected interhominid coupling would be the first of many she would engage in with multiple elven partners.
She is just doing it. Good for her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's getting it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Helgerauer claims that unlike most humans, elves are not hung up on petty things like jealousy or fidelity, which is why, despite the intense levels of pleasure she's experienced with her teensy-weensy partners, she's never been disposed to get into a monogamous relationship with one.
But can you really? If they're like, I'm not
you
hung
can't.
up on it.
You are not going to hold an elf
Yeah,
down.
no,
No,
you
you
just-
can't. Because there's banging everything and everywhere,
Yeah.
right?
That's their deal.
You bang and
Do
move
you
on.
think they fuck birds?
Why not?
I mean, can you fuck a
Elves?
bird?
Are birds in nature? Are elves in nature?
How do you fuck a bird?
Elves fuck birds.
How do you know they want to? Why
How
would
do you know
want
they don't?
Maybe they just do.
I don't.
Hedgehogs? Are there hedgehogs in Iceland? They're
I-
getting fucked if they are. That's a
I don't
fact.
think they just bang
I mean,
everything.
birds are everywhere, right?
I don't know. I can't imagine elves being that discriminatory.
Yeah.
If they're going to fuck interspecies with humans, I mean, granted, we're fellow, bipedal
Well,
hominids.
maybe they'll
it
be
might
banging
not
a
be. I mean, if they can make a child, then they are.
Wasn't it
not.
like David the Gnome would like ride a bird everywhere if he was touching it?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
it's-
I think
Yeah,
you're
so-
getting
went
them-
dark.
But I'm saying the bird was into it.
Oh,
It was cool.
All right, that's better.
No, it wasn't some weird shit.
I thought you meant like the bird doesn't know what's going on
no,
and David's taking
the
advantage
bird
of
knows,
it.
but David the Gnome is like, hey, what's going on
Okay,
here?
you're taking this way too far.
Well, so
Oh, really?
Elves
With
don't
elf
bang
sex,
birds.
I'm going way too far.
let's
do not bang
start
birds.
dealing with the elf on the shelf.
yeah.
What kind of nefarious shit is going on
Oh God.
around Christmas
When
time?
Dad goes to bed,
Oh,
the
my
elf gets
God.
busy.
Oi. When asked, Helgerauer was incapable of detailing how long these erotic encounters last, as lying in a bed of soft moss with a supernatural being has a tendency to blur the time-space continuum into a soft-focus haze of delirious ecstasy.
You know how long you're doing it for.
No. This is a
do.
mid-70s Emmanuel film where Vaseline
It's all
is smeared
soft
all
focus.
over the lens.
Yeah.
Everything's soft lit and golden and beautiful, and you cannot tell time when you're fucking
It goes
an elf.
over in half an hour. You're like, I've been doing this for a while.
Well, or are they well lubed? Maybe you don't ever get raw from elf fucking.
Okay.
We just
All right.
don't know how
Fine.
moist an elf is.
Okay,
It-
well,
it's the glitter.
it keeps you
It really
going.
could be it.
Yeah, it does.
But she does know that it's gotten to the point where sex with human beings is no longer appealing to her. Something that must piss off her decidedly Homo sapien boyfriend to no end.
We lost one, boys.
Yeah.
We lost one of the elves.
Why are you still with her?
Yeah, really.
Human dick sucks.
If my wife
I'm
was
her
like, I've been
boyfriend.
fucking elves and like I can't even like bear to like be with you, I would just be like, what's the point? Like
Yeah,
to
no,
pay
what are you-
taxes
what are you
together?
doing?
Like what the fuck?
Yeah. Shelters.
Yeah, really. Yeah, basically.
Why doesn't
yeah.
he bang an elf?
Maybe he's not into it. All right, we'll get into the whole. Why
We'll
not?
deal with that.
Yeah, because there's a whole.
This is
theory I got.
specifically what she said. Sex with humans is boring. Elves sort of know what you want in bed. They don't need to ask what you want. They can read your mind and maybe even know better of what you want than you do, which is very incredible.
This sounds to me as if she may or may not have had a long run of inexperienced lovers.
It's also possible.
And she's all of a sudden like, I have this imaginary thing happening, and they know exactly what I want, when I want it, how I want it, the speed,
She's
the
saying
ratio.
the midget of the forest came and pleased her well.
I'm saying, yeah.
The super savvy sexual
saying
predator.
somebody-
Not even predator, but like sexual machine that lives in the woods. She thought she fucked
Sexual.
a glorious elf.
Yeah, no, it's just a dude who's just like, I know what you want. I'm gonna give it to you.
It's
I'm gonna give it to you how
he's
you want
the
it.
dildo peddler. He's hanging out with a fucking trench coat, and got elves painted on
He's like,
him.
yeah, I got some dildos.
I'm standing
here,
by my
see?
theory.
All right, no, you're,
Wow.
you're good. But I'm thinking she
You're
might,
good, you're good.
she might. I don't know, man. It sounds to me like she's had a run-in with some real shit sex,
Oh, I think so.
where you're just like, this is gross, and I don't like this.
Because not all humans are bad at sex. In fact,
no, but let's
some
just,
are pretty darn good.
But let's just say that if you do happen to have an experience with a man or a woman, and then you're just kind of like, wow, this is terrible. I would rather watch TV.
The
like,
whole point is
It
experience
happens
does
to
matter.
everybody.
it happens to everybody.
Everyone was an
We've all been there.
inexperienced lover at one point.
But you gotta at
Everybody
least make
was.
the
And you
attempt.
have to. Well, you have to read the books.
It's like, dude, you got to show up with your pom poms and get ready to do your shit. You
I
got to make
read
the attempt.
the non-illustrated,
Yeah.
fully unabridged Kama Sutra. in a fucking ephedrine haze while I was duct taped into a room writing a screenplay. It's another story for another time.
That's a Patreon story, folks.
But boy, did I ever fucking read it cover to cover, all 673 pages. And you know what? I'm not saying it made me a better lover. I just put the work in.
Yeah.
And I think it's important, and it's a little thing called respect. Everyone's a lousy lover the first time out. You work it, you understand, you listen, and you get better. So I'm hoping Helgerauer eventually can be more tolerant of her human lovers.
I'm just thinking maybe she had a lot of bad experiences with some dudes. That's all. Or maybe women. I don't know. I don't want to. I'm not putting any. And there's no labels. No labels.
Absolutely not.
Anyone can fuck an elf.
Intriguingly, Helgerauer, contrary to decades of folklore and fantasy fiction, does not subscribe to the notion that elves possess supernatural powers. Nevertheless, she describes intercourse with these ephemeral entities as nothing short of magical. And this is what she said. They can do stuff you would never imagine, and also have the imagination to think of things you never would. Fantasy lover come to life.
Yeah, but she says they can read their minds, but that's not...
They can read your minds. They can
but they're not,
do
but that's
things
not supernatural?
you can't imagine, and then fucking... I guess that's kind of redundant. Do stuff you'd never imagine, and then have the imagination to think of things you never would. That's literally the same thing twice.
Yeah.
No, I thought she was saying two different things. She's not.
No, she's not.
No.
She's
No.
not at all.
No.
All right.
All right.
I don't believe in supernatural, but
again,
supernatural.
The seasoned little man of the woods is really bringing it home. That's all I'm saying. Although her lovers lacked physical stature, the Icelandic artist was effusive with praise for the elves' nimble bodies, which were simultaneously limber and strong, and she insisted that, with elves, size doesn't matter. They are very flexible, so they can use positions which would not be possible as human beings.
Oh, no. I don't even want to know where this is going. I got
She
a
went
bad
on
feeling.
to show Kama Sutra-like images from her elf sexopedia, as I call it.
Is that like on Amazon?
I think so.
I might buy one.
Please your elf, dude.
I might fucking buy one.
In particular, a drawing of an elf bent over backwards with his head facing skyward, declaring,
Okay.
"This is a picture of one of the crazy positions an elf can do. He's standing up, and she's sort of up with her feet on his shoulders. He's performing oral sex on her." She added, "They have incredible tongues."
What?
I can't imagine what's happening here.
I can't. I'm trying to. I'm like,
All right, bent over backwards,
bent
head
over
facing
backwards,
skyward,
head face up.
feet on his shoulders. I guess I can't imagine that.
Wait. No, feet on her shoulders? Or whose shoulders?
No, all right, all right.
Because if he's bent over
All right.
backwards, why would
All
he's
right,
facing
let's
skyward?
picture the elf.
Okay.
Bent over backwards, head facing skyward.
Okay, so you're bent over. Here's
So it's
your
like just
your,
like a
bloop,
yoga
your head's
position,
up.
like reverse downward
yeah,
dog or
he's
something.
just
I don't
he's
know.
half doing a back bend.
Okay.
But he's also standing up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's sort of up. That's all she said. She's sort of up with her feet on his shoulders.
Sort
I
of
don't know
up.
if backwards or forwards.
But how are your feet on
He's
his
performing-
shoulders if he's doing a fucking reverse London Bridge?
Also, I think all of us have fucking been able to stand, lean back, and perform a 69, or at least go down on a girl while standing up, slightly bent backwards, head facing skyward, without any elven limberness.
Are you against a wall or something? What do you
No,
mean?
I mean I'm a tall, strong guy.
Well, yeah, but you're tall and strong.
Yeah,
We're
but
not.
you've all been there.
Well, I mean, but are you propping this woman up on your shoulders?
No. You're just holding them by their hips. I mean, a lot of blood's probably rushing to their head.
Are you
but-
laying down?
No, I mean standing up, leaning back.
Oh, they're upside down
Feeding
and backward.
frenzy.
They're upside down. Really? Don't ever make that face at me again. It's fucking disgusting.
Really?
No.
Now you're going to class up the scene.
Yeah. So,
Now.
all right. So, I'm still confused. So he's bent backwards, head towards the sky, on her shoulders, or whose?
No, her feet are on his shoulders. I can't give you any more than Helgerauer has given us.
How
Yeah,
can
I know.
her feet be on his shoulders? He's bent backwards. His shoulders are facing the ground.
But he's still facing up.
Here's his
All right,
feet.
so
He's
if
this way.
If he's
So
like
the tops of
all
her
right,
toes?
Let's imagine he's a limbo champion,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
He's bent at a
The
right
limbo.
angle at the hips,
Okay.
groin thrust forward, back flat, horizontal to the ground,
Okay.
eyes facing skyward.
Right.
She has somehow, not even difficultly, I guess, put her. I mean, you got to remember, he's small too. So she's got her feet on.
He's
his
3 feet
Wait, how
tall.
does he fucking?
Exactly.
How does his
That's not
mouth
a cute-
reach
You understand
her
the
love zone?
you
All right, no, I don't get it now.
Yeah, I know that's
Zone.
why I don't get it either.
I'm trying
You
to be
get it.
classy about this.
Yeah, no, but you see the
get it.
problem
The
here.
vaginal enterprise.
Yeah. I mean, if he was like on her shoulders and he was bent down,
Unless
I
her
guess,
knees are bent. So if her knees are bent And so everything's up close.
See, this is too complicated.
Then they must be very strong and nimble in
This-
proving her
that
philosophy.
seems-
This seems
Yeah.
almost like theatrical or like show off.
Well,
You're
yeah,
like,
I mean,
look
at what
I can
point
do. But
does
what's
it
the
stop
point?
being fun and start being just like you're too cool for school?
Yeah, like you're gonna like hurt your back or
There's,
something.
Yeah.
there's a point where feeling good has to fucking take precedence over. Look at what spectacular physical feat I can
Yeah,
perform.
not feeling like homework.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like if this was us, we'd all be fucked.
Oh
Now
no,
we're
because
screwed.
we're not in the fucking Cirque du Soleil. We can't do this shit. I can barely bend over.
No, but I mean, if someone requests this, well, you gotta, you need a diagram. You gotta download a PDF.
That's why she wrote a book.
Okay, all right, cool. Continue.
Right on. Despite their purported lack of fairy tale qualities, Helgerauer notes one distinctly Twilight-esque aspect of their biology, claiming, and this is something we already know, elf sperm is quite shimmery and glittery.
Okay, well, again, I think it might be an STD, but that's just me.
Yeah, well,
I mean, look, play
it's
it
a
safe.
valid theory.
Kids, play it safe.
I
all
know.
right? Play it safe.
Elf condoms.
Yeah, elf rubbers.
Although some Icelanders are apparently anxious that there will be an uptick in paranormal sex tourism. Can you fucking imagine?
Just imagine going to Iceland, like, I'm gonna go fucking elf.
Yeah, no. Here's your hot ponds.
Yeah, really.
Here's your impenetrable
Where's the
fucking
elf
language.
sex?
I'm gonna go into a glade and just fuck myself into an oblivion.
Yeah.
Yep.
In her book, Helgerauer freely gives advice to foreigners as to how they can have their own lascivious encounter with these ethereal beings. She admonishes would-be elf lovers that these creatures are shy and that they only make themselves known in secluded places. That makes sense. You're not, makes perfect sense. You're not in downtown Reykjavik.
No, but you're in the
Yeah.
woods.
Soliciting elf
So you're
sex.
like naked in the woods, like, hey.
Who said you had to be naked? When was that ever once
you're
said?
I mean, why wouldn't you be?
Well, first off, I'm never hiking with you. Because clearly you don't
Is
understand
that,
the
one
rules.
of the, is that one of the many reasons you don't want to go hiking with me? Because I
It's
might
like-
be naked.
Well,
It's
that's
actually
top of the
fit.
list now. If that's the way it's going to be.
hey, Rob, want to go walk in the field? I'm just naked.
Stripping down.
You just show up with no clothes
A
on. be like,
backpack and a fucking
I
cock.
thought you said hiking.
Look, whatever. I'm fine. Don't go hiking with me then.
Fine. Walk away. Fucking pendulous nuts.
Wow, really?
Pendulous nuts.
Helgerauer also mentions that it would be useless to try to film your passionate liaison as elves are obsessed with electrical devices
Film?
and are prone to steal. I say film is the colloquial thing. Tape, video. Not even tape anymore. Was it just
So,
shoot?
No, I say tape everything.
I do too.
Whether you're going to tape it.
I use archaic analog terminology because
So you're
that
gonna,
is the
like-
world I'm from.
you're gonna like, you're gonna
Yeah, no,
like.
a 16 millimeter. Go ahead, make your fucking old
no,
man
no,
jokes.
I mean,
have
you're
fun.
gonna have like your iPhone. You're gonna be like, oh, I finally got the fucking elf. Let's film it. And the elf's like, yeah, cool. And then you what?
no,
you
the
put
elf
it-
will steal your fucking phone.
Well, yeah. I mean, it just seems kind of fucked up.
So here's what they say. They are obsessed with electrical devices
Okay.
and prone to steal them after the scintillating fling. So they might let you film the fuckfest, but you won't have a camera or a phone to take home.
If you-
Convenience.
or they just
Very
steal your
convenient.
phone.
If they steal
there
your phone,
might-
you still don't have evidence, and plus you've lost your goddamn phone.
Yeah, but they take you, they bang you, and then they steal your shit.
So you're saying the little man of the woods. He's just stealing fun.
He's just
He's
stealing
just
cell
porking
phones.
tourists
It's just
and
a
fucking-
scam.
Yeah, he's just slinging dick and he's stealing cell phones.
and then selling them in
And
Reykjavik
he's selling
to
them in
fucking
Reykjavik.
finance
Yeah,
his
he's like, oh, these
fuck
fucking
pad.
phones I got. Because he sounds like he's from Brooklyn, obviously.
Yeah, totally. Of course. Why not?
It sounds convenient, though. Like, well, don't bring your phone, because...
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Despite the apparent risk to any technology involved, this elven sexpert insists that unlike filthy humans, sweet conjugal contact with the hudefolk is less dangerous than watching a Golden Girls marathon. And she even went on... Sorry.
Okay, all right.
All right, I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't see how it's less dangerous. It seems more dangerous than watching the Golden Girls, because, like, you're naked in the woods, fearing for your cell phone, and this...
It seems like it should be a
He's
lot
doing
more
a Cirque du
dangerous.
Soleil 69 with you.
Watching the Golden Girls is never really... I mean, it's dangerous to your
No.
brain cells, but
No,
it's not
I love
really
that show.
dangerous.
It's never been dangerous. It's
No,
awesome. It's
garbage.
great. Blanche
It's a horror
rules.
show. You're a
All
fucking
right.
bad human being.
Listen.
You're a bad person.
Continue. Really, elf sex guy?
Wow.
Continue, okay? Seriously.
Wow.
Yeah, let's go hiking.
Jeez.
I'll bring no clothes.
She even... God damn you. Damn you to hell, sir. She even has good news for men who might be afraid that only the ladies were in for a good time in Iceland, stating, elf sex is possibly the safest sex on Earth. They don't carry sexually transmitted diseases, and you can't get pregnant unless you both want to. And she even had good news for men who might be afraid that only the ladies were in for a good time in Iceland, stating, and this is going to cover both the safe sex and the disappointed, potentially, men. Elf sex is possibly the safest sex on Earth. They don't carry sexually transmitted diseases, and you can't get pregnant or make an elverine pregnant, hint, unless you both want to, which is not unheard of. So I guess procreation, interspecies procreation, is not unheard of.
So there's like an agreement, a contract. You're like, we're going to do
you
this.
both have to want it, I guess.
Our kid's going to be 4'2".
Well, I can't imagine an elverine, as they're called, would want.
How would an elverine
It would be
hold
like
a human
It would be like a
child?
cockapoo with a bull mastiff baby.
Yeah,
It would make no
seriously.
sense.
Well, it would be a half.
I mean, yeah, it would
Well,
be a half,
it would
but I
be a
mean,
half, but it'd
if an
still be
elverine is
big.
3 feet tall, how does she
Maybe
incubate
not.
a human baby?
Maybe not.
Well, magical womb.
Maybe they start small, but they just grow quicker.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's true.
Cool. I don't know if I don't know.
Come
if
on.
Okay.
And she emphasizes, even though this has now been established, and yes, there are female elves known as elverines, and they are hot, hot, hot.
I mean,
Sure, that's a weird word. I
Yeah,
never heard that there's another term
Elverine.
other than
Elves and
elves
elverines.
for elves.
elves and
I know,
elverine.
fucking elverine blues. Fucking the new
I
Entombed.
mean, elverine. Nice. Elverine.
Like I didn't
blues.
think that. Like I thought it was like human. There's
Yeah,
not.
and
There's
then
not
elf.
a
Yeah, there's
female
not, yeah, it's not
word for human.
marines.
It's just
Yeah.
human.
Human and whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe there's some cracks in her story here, possibly. She's just.
No, we're rock
let's-
solid.
I know this is real.
After quoting Buster Poindexter, Helgerauer went on to allay any fears our homosexual brothers and sisters may have had about being left out by saying, "That reminds me, all elves are bisexual. And girls not ready for some same-sex action, don't worry, no elf will do anything you don't want to. They can sense your longings and not longings."
All right. So if you're whatever way you want to go,
If you're,
there's an
whatever,
elf for you.
Straight bi, homosexual, whatever it is you
All right,
are.
There you go.
Any single elf would be glad to oblige you if you happen to be in the mood for said gendered elf.
All right. Well. All right. I mean, that's great. Everyone can.
It's how-
Everybody wants some, and I want some too.
It's like
There
the
you go.
atypical planet in Star Trek, where it's the people just all they want to do is have sex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Or
No,
not.
like the tiny
that's-
Fuckatron 68 planet. Yeah.
That they always find that people are just great and it's free
Yeah.
sex.
And
Except
it's all togas, but there's
Yeah.
always one dark underbelly, something that
yeah.
goes just
Something happens.
real wrong.
Yeah.
They're stealing your cell
they cut your head
phone.
off if you like blink more than 2 times
Yeah.
in like a second.
It's disrespectful.
But that's the rules of the planet, and then fucking
Yeah.
Picard's got to do something.
fucking Picard.
Okay.
All right, let's round this
All
up
right.
and break down elf sex.
Okay.
As to whether or not the price of a plane ticket, not to mention the time it might take to wander around the natural splendor of the unpronounceable villages, lava beds, and wooded glades of Iceland would be worth it, Helgerauer assured the sexually voracious public that making love to an elf would leave to no one regretting the experience, adding, "You will definitely have an orgasm with an elf. I've had loads of them." Again, the measurement,
Loads,
the
yeah.
impeccable measurement
Yeah.
of orgasm is, of
Yeah.
course, loads.
Yeah.
It's duh. It's right in the name.
All right. So, I mean, I guess the question is, do we go to Iceland to have sex with elves?
Well, I mean, Chris and I are single.
Wait, I mean, I can go just, it's a document.
That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of
I gotta
work.
save up some money.
I mean, and that's like
I got to hike naked, apparently.
apparently
According to
that's
Mark.
not a plus.
Look, guys, I'm not here for the elf sex. I'm here for hiking naked.
Also,
All
you know,
right?
while I have no prejudice against, I mean, I happen to be heterosexual. Women of all heights and forms and complexions are gorgeous to me. But a 3.5 foot tall or shorter semi-mystical being, I don't know.
I know.
That'd be weird. I don't know. It just
mean,
seems like
if
odd.
it's-
But it would do wonders for your dick size. I mean, everyone's like
Well, yeah.
thrice potent John Holmes in that
I
circumstance.
mean, if they're just like dwarf size, I mean,
and I'm not saying I'm against that, but
no, it's just, I mean, if they're magical and they're in the woods, it just seems like
If they're magical, so
Yeah,
if
you
they were
know?
magical in a Super 8, it's okay.
Nah,
And if they're
I
non-magical
mean,
in
you
a
know.
forest, it's okay. But magical and in the woods is
Yeah,
the problem,
right.
I mean, there's a lot there. They're gonna steal your cell phone.
Well, only if you want to film them. If
They're
you
gonna
hide
do
your shit,
weird,
or if you go
like-
into the woods without a cell phone, which seems suicidal in the 21st century.
Yeah,
I don't know why
totally.
anyone would do that. I wouldn't do that. Don't do it. Just keep it hidden in your backpack. Don't flash it, and they won't feel like they have to
All
steal
right.
it. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm comfortable. Not that. I just don't know if I'm comfortable fucking an elf.
Well, all right. That's what it really comes down to.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Not, I mean, no. Yeah, if they're listening, I mean, you're a gorgeous people, I guess.
Wow.
But I mean,
If you're listening,
we've never seen them. We don't fucking know.
You're gorgeous
why are you
people.
assuming they're listening?
Because they clearly have podcasts and
Yeah,
they
no
don't
doubt.
listen to us.
All right, so yeah.
So-
well, on their stolen tech, they can listen to whatever the fuck
Yeah,
they want.
yeah, they
so,
probably-
Well,
They
if
have
you're
it
listening,
made.
then you paid for our Patreon, so thanks.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh, that's
first of
also
all,
true.
thanks.
And
All
I
right, so
guess
wait.
Mark will bang you because you are.
Yeah, Mark will
Giving
bang
us some
you.
money.
There
You
you
have
go.
to now because they're part of
Yeah.
the Patreon.
That's the
yeah.
next tier.
Mark fucks an elf.
If you're an elf, if you're an elf, Mark bangs you naked
Wow.
in the woods.
Oh, God, I talked to my wife about this one.
No.
But like, look, honey, I'm sorry. It's a part of the $15
No,
tier.
it's a tier. What can I do?
Nicole,
It's a tier.
they're magic.
Nicole.
I can't
They're
not.
not humans. They're magic. They're from Iceland. They listen. They left reviews. They pay for Patreon. God damn it. I gotta fuck no less than 6 elves.
I didn't know that we had a fucking contingent of elves.
I mean, look, man. You know what? I mean, maybe. I mean, if this is real, maybe. I mean, could it just be some wee folk in the woods just slinging dick?
Sure.
It could be.
That's a real possibility.
It could be. Or
a tribe of wee folk that have really managed to exploit the Icelandic culture's love
Yeah, I
of,
think
of
it's not
the
just
food.
slinging
no,
dick.
I think it's one
No,
woman. I think it's one woman they've managed to exploit.
Well, but it could be
And
a
she wrote
group
a
of
book.
men and women, exactly, living in the woods, stealing people's tech, making,
Yes,
just
but
living off the Icelandic grid.
But exploiting one woman.
Well, one woman wrote a book, but
Yeah, it doesn't mean it hasn't
let us
happened.
not forget about the smutty treason. Apparently, other people have been
That's what I'm
fucking
saying.
involved in the porkening, as we call it now. That's the great Icelandic fuckathon.
Is
Yeah.
this like some weird glory hole or something?
Why?
Like,
Why-
is it just
why
a
would there
weird
be
glory
like a
hole?
knot in a tree?
Without a hole?
I mean, I
An
guess
elf
it-
dick sticking
glory
out?
I
hole
guess
without
it's
a
just like
hole?
you go into the woods and you bang without knowing, and it just turns out it's like some.
So it's just the glory woods.
It's the glory woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the glory bush. I
Welcome to
guess.
the
I don't
glory
know.
woods.
Yeah,
Well,
It could be.
It would be a great way to designate where you need to go.
it would be.
Or here's that other thing. She's batshit crazy. No one's fucking elves because elves aren't real.
Right.
And sorry.
It's her dildos, I'm telling you.
Or she just hates her husband, and this is her way of telling him,
Wow.
"I hate you."
That is the biggest fuck you
Well, 'cause
to an unhealthy relationship. I
could-
wrote a book. I'm claiming publicly that I fuck them constantly
Yeah.
and you suck.
Because she hates her husband. Yeah.
Thanks for the kid.
Yeah.
Eat a dick.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, actually,
That really
that's
could be it. That would be a
actually
horror
really could
show.
be a complete explanation of
That
it.
would be like the worst form of psychological abuse I could ever imagine.
And we've talked about women that like bang ghosts and shit like that. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
or
it's
guys, too.
Or guys, yeah. Maybe it's
Yeah.
along the. I mean, I don't know. We had stories of guys banging ghosts.
They're out there.
Are they?
Absolutely.
Okay.
They
All right.
must be.
No, everyone porks the paranormal at some point. Every gender
I mean,
has gone down that road.
never have, and I don't.
I didn't say every individual.
Oh,
I said
I'm like, I
members
never
of
have.
every gender.
Some- my
I'm pretty sure
knowledge-
if Chris banged a ghost, the first thing he'd do is call him like, "Guys, I banged a ghost."
Oh yeah. Like if it's a Chinese ghost story type thing, like you have to risk the fucking demon tongue, but I mean, it's a beautiful
So-
seductress. You're going to do it.
I mean, so she either hates her husband, and this is just a real super fucking passive aggressive way
Or
of being like,
this is
"Fuck
a
you,"
real thing that has
or
been
she's fucking
happening
elves.
since the dawn of at least the introduction of Europeans to Iceland. And that they are super pissed because she is outing their sweet, sweet sexathon in the
Right.
forest. And is super pissed that she's giving other people the idea of what to do.
Right.
Resulting
Well,
in this muddy
I mean-
treason, and that really any of us could go there, and if we are open-minded enough, good-looking enough, I mean, who's to say everyone gets laid? I mean, it doesn't work that way in real life. It isn't going to work that way in the glade, probably.
So if you're naked
Well,
in the
maybe.
woods and they're like, "Oh, I don't want to fuck,"
you don't have to be naked in the goddamn woods.
You do.
Let's just fucking end that mythology. Right? You made this up.
It's
We don't want
kind
our
of-
fucking listeners going naked into the woods of Iceland, getting arrested, going, "I just want to fucking help." Mark told me I had to be naked in the
Yeah.
woods.
Mark said.
Listen. When you show up for an interview, you dress for the part. Okay, so if you're going to the woods to bang, you dress for the part, which means you're naked.
Or
And you're
why
just in
not,
the
why
woods
not,
and you're like,
why
"Here
not
I
a
am."
classy Speedo and some tassels?
I feel like they want your check though.
It's not classy. It's not classy at all.
Fair enough.
If I find you in the woods in a Speedo and tassels, ready to bang an
You will
elf,
fucking gouge your eyes out with a spork.
I will say,
will be
Rob,
the end of
go
all
naked.
seeing.
Just go naked.
You
Stuart,
don't know
why are
that
you
that's
not-
what they don't want though.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? That might be too forward. Like for them, like a classy date might be nice pair of jeans, t-shirt, fucking, ball cap, and they're like, "Oh, They're ready to have a nice conversation so we can talk for 3 seconds while I Tarzan by their ear whispering, let's fuck a lot. And then it's on.
Yeah.
But if you go out there full on naked, they're like, oh, little needy, little eager.
Yeah, you don't get it. You don't get the glitter.
You don't get the glitter jizz.
Yeah.
And you can get the glitter jizz. They're all bisexual. It's your choice.
Yeah, no, you can. Yeah,
A minimum of 6 elves, dude.
all
It's a
right.
tier.
So we have that she's insane and she hates her husband, or maybe she might be getting taken advantage of by some diminutive wood people.
But assuming, like you said, that this is all bona fide, God's honest truth, I still don't know. I mean, if you see like perfectly proportioned human being that's like, you know, whoever your ideal man or woman is,
right?
But like slightly soft focus, pale and shimmery and beautiful, and just happens to be just under 4 feet tall. And just under 4 feet tall is very short. But I mean, it's
Dude, short girls are super cute.
I agree,
like real cute.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know
I'm saying.
this. I'm well aware, and I like I say, I adore all types, and I've been lucky enough to have shared company with some really wonderful women. But that
Yes,
is
shared company.
that I'm trying to be fucking coul. But that being said,
sorry,
yes.
Mr. Serious.
Wow.
Shared company.
Well, don't make me put the knuckles down.
Oh, the finger guns are coming out.
Oh shit!
Oh, finger
All right,
guns.
but still, I mean, adult in every way except height. Then yeah, you know, I can see maybe if you're, and plus they probably have like some sort of seductive miasma, some sort of like, maybe not like vampiric like hypnosis,
like, really?
but no, like this,
They're gonna like Bill Cosby
no,
you or
but I
something?
mean, if they're supernaturally beautiful, if you just see something that's stunningly gorgeous and you're sitting there and she's standing there and, you know, almost 4 foot tall, looks taller when you're laying down on a fucking flat boulder in the middle of a fucking wood.
By your clothes.
Well, yeah, they
I'm
just
just trying
have
to put myself
you're
in the
not naked.
headspace
There's
of why.
they have a radius of charm
Yes,
spell.
thank you.
Oh, okay, there you go. D&D terms, I like it.
Right. So that's what I'm looking for. Then I could see letting this be a sacred and blessed connubial event.
All right, so here is the real question, Robert and Christopher. I'll pose this to you. Do you travel to Iceland to bang an elf?
No.
No.
Now, I'm not going to go there just on the off chance I might end up in the right woods and fuck the right elf. And then, you know, we have the conversation of whether or not we want to make babies, or
Right.
they're like, oh, we're a big fan of the podcast, but, you know, fucking trim your beard or whatever the fuck might be going on.
Yeah.
I don't go there for that
Trim
purpose.
your beard, really?
I
Trim
don't
your
know.
beard?
I don't know what they think is hot.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't know.
okay, let's just say that. Okay,
I mean,
not
there might
going
be
to
some
Iceland.
chubby chasing fucking whatevers. They
All
might
right,
be
so,
down with a lot of things.
Tonight we're walking out of the parking lot here from Chris's house, and we're getting in the parking lot, going to get my
Right.
car, and an
Yeah.
elf shows up. She's like, "Rob, I want to bang you." Are you like, Mark? I'll see you later.
It depends entirely. I mean, is it like a fucking toothless crackhead that's claiming to be an elf
I mean,
from behind the dumpster? Or is it like a legitimate, like semi-glowing ethereal being? And I'm like, well, apparently our podcast hit the supernatural airwaves the moment we recorded it, and I have to fulfill my
think
fucking walk with destiny.
Either way, that's gonna freak you out.
either yeah.
Oh,
either
it's definitely
way,
going to
it's
freak me
yeah.
out. But you guys also know me well enough to know I will make spontaneously bad decisions when somebody beautiful is involved.
Are you?
When there's a- when there's
I
a-
know. I've seen it.
When
I've
there's
seen
a beautiful lady, I won't always do the thing that is sage or safe.
it. Okay.
Yeah, but glowing.
All right, how glowing though?
You said glowing,
no,
so you tell me.
All right, but
Exactly.
if it's like cocoon caliber glowing,
If
like
you
fucking
know
Wilfred
if
Brimley.
you know it's an elf, is your first 3 thoughts like, I'm gonna fuck this thing?
Well, I would have some like when I'm done. First off, how am I getting home? Because Mark's my ride, and I don't like walking.
A little glowing thing comes
Okay.
out of the ether that's 3 feet tall.
All right, so
And
it's
you're
not
just
my
like,
first.
Rob, I wanna fuck
Are you
you.
gonna-
It's
Are you
like-
going to steal me to Fairyland?
No,
they're gonna-
no,
am
you're
I-
thinking too
am I
deep.
Am I going to age 10 years for 2 hours of
no,
bliss?
You're
They're
thinking
not gonna
too
tell
deep.
you the
You're
truth.
thinking
They
too
won't-
deep.
I-
You're just gonna bang. That's all you're gonna do is bang.
Oh yeah, you have to think that deep.
Okay, no, you
You're
don't.
making big life decisions here.
You're just gonna bang an elf.
First off, I figured out the first question. I'm just going to come back and crash on Chris's couch.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not worried
true.
about the ride home. So that's off the table.
You're gonna leave me to the.
No, you're gonna leave. You're
Pornographic
gonna go.
elf?
You're gonna go home to your wife while I'm fucking out in the fucking.
But you say no, and
forest.
I'm out there like, see ya.
You're only gonna leave
What
me
if
I
I'm
leave
the
you.
what if I'm the fucking seconds? Then what? What do I do? You
Wow.
don't put me in this fucking.
Or are they Patreon subscribers?
That's
key to whether or not you have to be
If they can
involved.
give us
Yeah,
their
that's
email
true.
address and their Patreon
All right,
subscribers, and
here's the long and short of it.
$15
I
tier.
can't swear I won't fuck an elf.
Okay.
If she's pretty enough and we seem to have a connection,
But if you
I'm
know
probably
it's
gonna do it.
supernatural, you know it's supernatural.
Yeah, but if it's not
You
necessarily
know.
bad, I mean, if it's supernatural good, if it's supernatural like, if it's going to ruin me on all women forever, that would be kind of disparaging. But also, you get that one taste of glory, so it's like, well,
But then
Do you want
you'll
that?
never get that taste again, or will you?
Or will you?
I don't know.
I mean, apparently, Helgeroar.
Yeah, she's fucking all
Hunting
kinds of,
daughter.
I mean, good for her for getting all that elf dick, but I mean,
Yeah, but that's
damn.
over there, not over here. Anyway.
All right,
Yeah, I
so-
know.
regardless of all that-
American elves might be a whole other breed of cat.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not as cool. Maybe
Yeah,
they're
could be
like
like-
super monogamous.
or
Maybe
could-
they're like
no, it
wicked
could be
possessive.
could be like the Kid Rock.
Like, when
of
can I meet your
elves.
mom? It's like you're an ethereal being. I can't bring you home.
When can I meet your mom?
She's gonna fucking
I
die of a
know.
heart
They
attack.
probably look like the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah,
oh
probably.
no, I know. Like
Yeah,
all
pretty
the hours of
gross.
the day, except like between midnight and 6,
And
where they're
super
like
hot.
a beauty.
Yeah, because they're wraiths, and then they
Oh
just.
yeah, no! Don't fuck a wraith.
Yeah.
No, if you threw that on the
I'm
table, I'd
saying
be
is
like,
like,
no.
if you're
No, but it's
all
like
right,
it's
I'm
like
gonna
it's
fuck
like
an elf, where do you
Raiders of
stop?
the Lost Ark.
Again, if you're assuming the elf is being honest
Okay.
and upfront with her intentions, and you know,
I mean,
she
if it's
hits
like
me the right
if
way.
it's like a hot troll, like a hot ogre or something.
well,
like,
there's
do
no
you-
how because I'm not attracted
do
to
you
ogres,
stop?
dude. I mean,
but you don't know that. You've never seen one.
Well, all right. The ogres I have seen
Well-
in fiction do not
Right.
represent something that creates the boner.
Well, no,
in
but
me.
I mean, if
Some half ogres are pretty
it
hot.
could be a half ogre, yeah.
I don't
Or
even.
what about
I don't
like
even know where to
what
go
about-
with this.
What
Like,
about like Shiva from Mortal Kombat?
I don't play Mortal Kombat.
Okay, I'm just saying. I was just
Does
wanted
it
to bring
look like a
four-armed
four-
giant like fighting reptilian
multiple
looking
limbs?
thing?
If again, good personality
Okay.
and otherwise attractive, I'm
All
not
right.
going to be pissed about extra arms.
I mean, I'm not against anyone.
Well, why is it all
doing
interrogating me? What are you guys going to do?
I already.
I'll
said-
probably fuck an elf if I feel comfortable
if
in that situation.
if you're an elf and you're on that
Yeah,
$15
yeah.
tier, I'm your man. I'm just saying.
wow, oh, so it's the big tier.
It's that easy. All right.
Yeah, no, the $10 tier, you'll get maybe
My
some
wife,
sexting.
my wife will understand because we're getting $15 every month from this person. So, Chris, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I guess it depends on the situation. It's not out of the question.
There it is.
I mean,
you can't
all right,
rule it out.
Pragmatic and logical.
Because you can
always.
go on forever on the circumstances that you would or would not. It depends
Yeah,
on
absolutely.
I mean,
The
if
circumstance.
you know the person's definitely an elf and you're like, oh, well, this is fucking weird. Like, do
It's
you
not
just
weird if
do
they're
it?
supernaturally beautiful and into you. That's just awesome. There's
All
nothing
right.
weird about that.
Should we put it out there to the listeners? Do you bang the elf?
Sure.
Yeah. Post your
But
answers.
you have to
Yeah,
no, but
post
you
your
have to have a
answers.
list of criteria. You really do.
Yeah.
You don't, because it's just too much. It's way
No,
too much.
it's bullshit. No, if like an hour of elf sex time results in like 7 years of human time, I'm not going to do that.
But you're just
Yeah.
banging an elf. You're not making a commitment.
Yeah, but if you ever read any Jacques Vallée and others, you know that sometimes when you go to fairyland to fuck, you fucking lose real human
But
hours. Years.
This woman here, Hulda Gargle, has been fucking elves for a while.
Hilda Gargamel. Get it right.
She's been fucking elves forever, and she's fine.
Yeah, well, she
Is
started-
she?
Or
She might be 86
You're right.
for all we know.
it's true.
She might have been born in like fucking 82. She's now 86 years
1882.
old.
1882,
Too. Yeah, it could go any way.
Exactly. All right. So stipulation's not standing. If it's just an elf, you bang it. I think so. Then we're all on board.
Okay. Yep. It's fine.
Oh wait, so if it's just an elf, we bang it. That's it. That's your
If
fine summation.
there's no stimulation, or stimulation. if
Nice
there's
Freudian
no
slip.
stipulation, I mean, if we're just gonna do it to be like, all right, yeah, we're just gonna do it. I mean, and there's no weird,
Yeah, but of course, Chris and I haven't made fucking oaths under the eyes of the lords of our time that we would be monogamous. You have.
Yeah, but they're paying $15.
Oh yeah, no, I forgot.
Yeah,
Patreon.
duh.
It's a tier. My bad.
Yeah.
All right, now we
You
got.
forgot about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Available only to Icelandic elves that my wife has to screen
Now, what if a
beforehand.
fucking Greenland elf is like, seriously, you're gonna be a dick about it?
We did the story. It all ties back to the story.
I'm just saying, if a fucking Greenland elf wants to pay the fucking 15 elf fuck
Well,
tier,
they're
don't be a dick about it.
they're close enough.
Nova
Whatever.
Scotian elves,
They're
awful
Yeah, I
close
guess
enough.
terrible.
I know.
They're close enough too.
Norwegian elves,
Close
Ow.
enough. Swedish one's close enough.
Okay,
Whatever.
so Scandinavia, the whole fucking.
If you're good,
Right
up
on.
to
If
Russia.
you're good.
To Russia, you're
What
fine.
does that mean?
If you're good,
You
you're
know,
good.
if you're good, Iceland and the borders thereof. Fuck.
The line stops to Mississippi, and then everything's good. There you go.
What the? Oh, come on. Are you telling me a Utah elf is not fucking?
We don't know. Well, okay, I guess we can't put the whole American elf thing. 'Cause it could be.
Yeah, don't
Chris said
make
it could
a
be
cutoff on
it
the
could be the
Mississippi.
Crypt Keeper.
What if it's like a gorgeous Japanese elf that
In
has like
Utah?
3 kappas for pets? No, I'm just
Oh,
talking
yeah.
international elfins.
International Elvins.
I'm trying to actually limit my exposure to elf sex here. I'm trying to get the money, but limit my exposure.
Well, that's a lot more money.
That's how business.
If you're
that's
gonna
how
be,
businessmen think.
if you're going to be a global elf gigolo, we stand to make a lot more fucking
I
money.
know.
If you're going to be a global elf gigolo, Mark Storrs, nice to meet you.
And,
global elf gigolo.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all we have to say about elves.
All right, well, there you go. That's elf sex. I guess we're all down, so there you go.
Well, under the right circumstances.
I mean, I'm getting money
I'm
for it.
not biased
so.
against it. They just can't be creepy.
All right. And
Yeah.
Chris feels the same way?
Sure.
Okay, cool. There you go. Thank you for joining us for the Kryptonaut Podcast Patreon. This has been the Kryptonaut Podcast After Dark session.
Yeah, the darkest.
We might have some more. Because I
Sure.
have stumbled upon quite a pile, a whole library, actually, of like Bigfoot and or dinosaur erotica.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that was still a thing.
Someone's going to read that.
I don't know if it's going to be us.
Someone might be Chris.
Oh, my God.
We're going to make Chris read
Someone
some-
might be wrong. And someone might be fucking off into hell.
Oh, nice. All right, so Rob will read the dinosaur erotica.
I'm not sure about that.
I've read some of the dinosaur erotica, and it's real detailed.
Like raptor
And
rape?
I guess anatomically speaking,
Yeah.
doesn't really make a lot of sense. But it's a thing.
We don't even know how dinosaur dicks
Yeah,
work.
you're
It's
talking,
not like they're
you're talking
fossilized.
boner-wise.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like I really don't get it, and it's very interactive. Yeah,
That's pregnant with meaning.
Yeah, it's bizarre. So maybe we'll have depending on how this episode does. If people are like, "Oh, you guys are scumbags," and then they leave
Well, we
our
are.
Patreon,
That goes without saying.
or if they're like,
Oh,
"Oh, we want to
man.
see more Kryptonite After Dark," then maybe we'll do some Bigfoot erotica. We'll see.
I don't know if I want to deal with erotica, but there's plenty of allegedly true to life Bigfoot sex cases.
Okay, well we'll check that out.
Because we have a little thing called integrity.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Unless
not
of
all
course
gonna
talking about
be-
$15 Icelandic sex.
Well, it's
then
a whole
then
different
I'm-
thing.
then
Integrity
I'm-
out the
I'm your
window.
boy. There you go.
Yeah,
It
special
won't all
tears.
be after dark.
Oh no,
We're gonna have some prime time
Well, yeah.
Patreons.
No, we'll have some regular Patreons too.
yeah, family friendly.
Yeah, totally.
You can bring the kids to the
kids,
pod.
yeah.
Not this time.
No, Jesus
Boy, you might
Christ,
have to
no.
record a warning at the beginning.
Yeah, I think it's Patreon. It's fine. People are paying the money. They know what's up.
Yeah, paying the money to listen to a podcast and they happen to have fucking kids, so whatever.
They're fine.
You get
It's
what
no
you
big
get.
deal. Yeah, exactly.
I think at this point they know.
Yeah.
Oh
no.
yeah, you're right.
If they're
Like-
this far, they're like, God damn it, I had no idea. It's not on us.
Every now and again, we still get a 1-star review saying inexplicable.
Well, yeah, but
obscenity
they're
laden.
all
It's
they're all
supposed to be scary. They're talking about elf dinkies and glitter. fucking assholes.
glowing elf cum. What the fuck?
No thanks. Bye. Unsubscribed.
That was the one. Was like 1 star. No thanks. Bye. Delete. So let us know your thoughts on elf sex. Pro, cons, whatever you got.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
shoot us an
Throw
email.
pixies in the mix, and you've got a
Yeah,
whole other
actually,
flavor.
because this is on Patreon, there's a whole feed that people can comment and right on the private feed that no one else can see unless you're a Patreon. So leave your comments in the Patreon feed. We'll respond there. And thank you very much for contributing to the Patreon campaign.
Absolutely.
So we have some more content coming for you great folks out there. And again, thank you all so very much. And we'll be talking to you soon.
Laters.
Indubadilly.
Do you want to go for a hike tomorrow, Rob?
No.
Chris, you want to go for a
No,
hike?
thank you.
Are you sure?
Can I have my clothes on?
Well, we're hiking.
The fuck off.
Oh, we were talking to you.
Oh boy.